There are a lot of rendering options provided by Cinema 4D, and one of them is to make it look like a sketch or a toon. So let's bring in a few objects over here. So let's bring in objects like sphere over here and create duplicate just like this. So I'm going to create 2 duplicates over here just like this. And then I'm going to bring in a floor over here. So I'm going to bring in a light over here just like this to give it a light source as well. So I'm going to bring in something like an infinite light, which I can actually rearrange just like this. So I can go over here and rearrange the light. So I can rearrange this out just like this. So now let us render to see how it looks. So if I were to render this out, it actually looks 3D right now. So let's say I want to make it look 2D right over here. So let me just go over here onto the light and then enable the shadows as well. So I'm going to go over here and then I want to do an area shadow right here. So if I were to render it out, it actually looks like this. So just decrease this shadow, everything is okay. So now what I need to do is I need to go over here onto the render settings, and to give it a toon and a sketch look, I need to enable an effect called Sketch and Toon. So if I were to go over here onto the effect, you can see Sketch and Toon right over here at the bottom. There you go, Sketch and Toon. Once you apply it, and then if you were to render it, let me press Ctrl R, you'll be able to see that it has more like a toon effect onto it. So it looks more of a 2D animation over here. So if I were to move the light source, so let's say for example, if I were to move the light source, let me select the light right over here. So just the light, that is the light source. Right? So now, since I can't select it from there, I select it from here. And if I were to change the direction of the light, you'll see a separate result. So if I were to press Ctrl R now, you can see that this sort of an effect is actually happening. And it looks more like a 2D vector drawing rather than a 3D animation right over there. So now there are different options that you can work with. To make it more interesting to work at, I'm going to bring in the shader right here. So you can see that there's the shader over here. So this is the shader right over here. So I can work around with different colors onto it and then work around as well. So let me just add in another color over here onto this shader and turn its settings. So let me turn this into an orangey type of object. For this one, let me make something else and let me make it something like blue. And for this one, let me make it something else. So let me just go over here and then make something else over here, just like this. And also add in a color over here. So once I render this out, press Ctrl R, you'll be able to see that you see this sort of a setting. You see the color settings here as well, and it looks more like a toon. So there are different settings that you can choose from. We're not going to look at all of them, but let's look at what happens when I actually enable edges. So when I enable edges and press Ctrl R, you'll be able to see the edges in the object as well. So if I were to render this out now, so you can see that it is taking part. Let me just render this out of the render view itself so that it renders more clearly. And over here you can see that the edges actually come up as well, just like that. So that's the edges of this shape right here, and you see it if you were to turn on the edges right here. You can also look at different render settings and blend the background in if you want to. So you get a blended background mode right over there. So you get more like a blended mode right over here, just like this. You can also go on to the shading and work with different background shades. So let's say if I want a yellow shaded background, if I choose yellow just like this and press Ctrl R, you'll be able to see that the background is yellow. And this is how you can use the sketch and toon rendering option inside a Cinema 4D to get a more of a 2D effect onto it. So hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.